And this right here is what I like to call my preferred lighting. Welcome to the first studio vlog for Tomorrow is a Better Day. The studio being my messy bedroom. This video is just going to be me updating you all on the process and sharing some of my ideas. I won't be developing too much today. There's nothing I'll be recording, unfortunately. It's going to be very bare bones for now. I've been very busy with school up until now. It's summer break. So for several months, I was basically completely unable to work on the album. But now we're back. We're liberated, essentially. So let's just boot this thing up. So today I'm going to be working on some riffs. And the first one I want to show is one that's not fully developed for a song called Lies. That and Dream Twisters have been like the hardest ones to formulate a sound for in my head, but I think I've got it. It was always going to be kind of like punky alternative metal. So it starts off with this sort of like hard rock thing. And then sort of transitions to like this sort of gallopy heavy metal thing. So and then I want to add this sort of groovy, funky section that would go sort of in a nu metal song. Think like The Game by Disturbed, like dun 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 dun. And maybe a bit of like sort of a polyrhythmic breakdown, kind of proggy sort of thing, like that was bad. No. No, that did not work. But that's probably going to be at a later point in the song. I want to add a guitar solo, probably with some tapping, like no, but it would be very more minor, so. I don't know what I'm doing. Something along those lines, I guess. I don't know. I'll figure it out as I go and record it eventually over the summer. I'm not done with writing yet. I lost my original lyric document, which was stored directly, natively on my MacBook, meaning that I had to just rewrite it all from my own memory in Google Docs, which worked out mostly. There's just a couple songs that I'm gonna have to do like very thorough rewrites for, other than maybe like the chorus of the song. And speaking of choruses, the chorus of Friends in the Back is gonna be something along these lines, like basic power chord riff for the chorus, and the song starts out that way, but then goes into a sort of like thrash metal thing, which I've been kind of trying to work out the BPM for, and I still don't know exactly what that's going to sound like. We also have the other sections of the song, like verse 2 is going to transition into a sort of like 5/7/8 metalcore thing. Then we'll have like this sort of like breakdown that leads into like a blast beat section, which then explodes into this sort of like sad, opethy kind of proggy 4/4 swing I'm sad section, which then leads back into the chorus and then has a very heavy breakdown, which we will be getting the Shining Angels, my friend Winter, to feature in, just like in the Untitled. Adding to the heaviness, that song will be in Drop A Sharp, a tuning which I am currently nowhere near, nor can tune by ear at this current point in time. Anyway, so here's basically the full rough idea for the Lies riff. Something along those lines. Then at some point towards the middle of the song, I want to throw people off by doing a sort of like melodic jazzy section. It's kind of like progressive rock-esque. Whatever that was. For those of you who have seen the track list, you probably know of a song called Lamarmageddon, and it's a deceptive title. For those of you who know the inside joke, which is probably a lot of you, it has nothing to do with that. It is way deeper than that. Maybe replacing it with a joke title is a little pretentious. I don't know. But it begins with a sort of like 3/4 metalcore sound, so like... And the rest of the song, there's a lot of it that isn't even rock. It's just a soft ballad. So it fizzles out and then has a sort of climax where it returns with the riff, which I just kind of came up with on the spot several minutes ago. And here it would get very melodic, so... Yeah, gotta kind of hunch over my guitar to get the tapping right there. That's essentially like the breakdown / solo section of that song, or at least it's going to be when I eventually get around to recording everything. The prologue track is something I worked out on guitar a couple months ago, I believe, but I don't really remember it as much as I would like to. I can say, at the very most, that the album will open with this chord. I've been writing a lot. Most of the songs are complete. You can see some stuff that's up on Genius Lyrics already. The music video for El Verbo Tener is supposed to drop soon, but every time I load it up, we get the beautiful Wheel of Death. The song is available on streaming. Then we have The Rap Party that released fairly recently. I've started finally putting these up on streaming services, the 2 volumes of lost songs and demos. They're not really lost, it's just stuff that was like unreleased or or that I, like, unlisted from YouTube or took down from SoundCloud and stuff. Ooh, look, Dream Theater. I did have some issues with my distributor because a couple of the songs I uploaded were too short. So Volume 2 is going to be releasing on the 29th in a few days. So our third single is going to be The Untitled, which is something I really need to work on because the second demo is out. It's basically like the main concept for the song. It's all there. But I really want to record the lead vocals now that I'm stronger with it. And there's going to be a key change sort of over in this area of the song. So say on your side, as I will say on mine. Yeah, it's bad transposition, but I am gonna record it, like, with raw vocals pretty soon. Once The Untitled is finished and the definitive version of that single has released, I want to put up You Hate What You Don't Understand / Ulterior Motive. I need to work on that. There's a few problems with it, though. The first being that the bass is in the wrong key as the rest of the song on the main riff, the main instrumental sequence. Our bassist Ebi pointed that out to me on a Discord call, and I was like, nope, wait a moment, you're right. One of our other problems is I never recorded any vocals for it past the first verse because I wasn't certain of the lyrics. The third and fourth verse, I've been struggling to write those lyrics for so long. I had something that I thought was really solid on the original lyric document, but of course that's deleted now, and I don't know what I'm doing there. The last bit is also the bridge section. I have, like, the beginning drums for it. I've been trying to figure out just the drums alone for over a year. It's not looking good. Other than Tomorrow is a Better Day and El Verbo Tener, I will be releasing as singles The Untitled, which will go alongside with the prologue track since it's like the second track of the album. You Hate What You Don't Understand / Ulterior Motive. And finally, Against the Current, which will release alongside or with, like, on the same single release, The New Kid Interlude and Tardy Swept, which are, like, substantial songs, but aren't very long. And it's going to be the more oddly structured and lengthier songs that aren't going to make it as singles, unfortunately. That's going to be all for tonight. I'm going to go eat dinner. I'm going to do these vlogs weekly. It'll give me incentive to work on the album at an appropriate pace. So I will see you next week. This has been Pablo. I'm signing off. Like and subscribe!